Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. In today's video, I do want to talk about the Quant network. I got an overwhelming majority of my subscribers asking me, can you cover Quant? Can you cover Quant? And I did cover Quant in the past, but in today I want to give you a rerun and I want to give you a 2.0 version for the end of 2022, leading into 2023, because I think 2023 is going to be the end of the bear market when it comes to crypto, and 24 is going to be an absolutely fantastic time for cryptocurrency. So today's video is going to be about the Quant network. I'm going to go over everything. You don't want to miss a beat of this video. But before we go any further, can I please ask you for a favor? I need you to do this. Smile. Smiling really helps you get your day going, really helps you on the weekend, so on and so forth. I know life is really shitty right now financially for a lot of people, so I wanted just to ask you one more time, give yourself a smile before you watch this video. It's definitely going to help you out, and it's definitely going to help me out as well. With that said, let's get right into this video. The native currency of the Quant network is the Quant token, QNT. The current Quant token is an ERC20 play, which means that it's a token made on the Ethereum blockchain, although I think they might be switching from Ethereum to a different blockchain, and I'll get into that more a little bit later in this video. The current price of Quant is $105 a Quant. It's one of the few cryptocurrencies that actually didn't do as bad in this bear market as a lot of other cryptocurrencies. At one point, it was actually making strides in price during this bear market. It's currently sitting at 31st place on CoinMarketCap. It was closer to 40 spot before this bear market started. So it's actually, although price is going down, it's actually gaining in positions against the general broader crypto market. The top 100 holders own 37% of Quant, and there's a 12 million circulating supply with a maximum supply of 14.6 million. Before we go any further, I just wanted to address things. I'm in my studio that's currently being constructed. A lot of people are saying, hey, Adam, get better audio, get a better camera. I'm literally using my cell phone. I'm literally using a small mic. I am going to get a better studio. Right now, I have to record wherever I could record to keep pumping out the content. Thank you so much for rocking with me, but I am upgrading my equipment. I got some of the best equipment of any YouTubers out there, actually. I spent top dollar. So just give me a moment, and I'm sure you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised in 2023. What exactly is Quant? Is it a blockchain? No. Is it a DAG? No. Is it even a DLT, which is a distributed ledger technology? No, none of that. Quant is a DLT service provider. What does that mean? Quant essentially is an operating system. Think Windows, okay? It's the Windows for blockchains. It's the Windows for DAGs. It's the Windows for DLTs. It allows you to plug into their API. And API just stands for Application Programming Interface. Very, very simple. API is the way that your platform connects to another platform. And the way that Quant Network does this, there's something called Overledger. Overledger is literally the guts of Quant Network. That's where it all starts. And then Overledger connects to several different types of DLTs. You can have a private DLT, you can have a public DLT, you can have a government DLT, or you can have a hybrid DLT, and all of them can connect to the Quant network via this Overledger. How exactly does Overledger work? And then I'm going to get into how the Quant token plays into the Overledger or Quant network. Imagine you have 3 circles, and each circle is bigger than the other. You have the Overledger circle, then you have the core Overledger API, and then you have the premium Overledger API. All of those things connect to different types of blockchains, as I said, private, public, government, hybrid. And then you have 2 types of services. You have Quant services from Quant Network, and then you have third-party distributors that also give you services. I drew a picture. This is what it's going to look like. This is going to be the Quant ledger. This is going to be the core Overledger API. What the core means, this is the basics of the Overledger. And this is the premium. Basically, this is a custom to build for your specific business. Then you have the Quant services, as I mentioned, and third-party services. And then it locks into a bunch of different blockchains, okay? And the Quant network is actually a SaaS API model. What does that mean? It's software as a service, which means you pay for the service, and the service generally lasts 1 year if you're a developer and you're using it for your business. Or you can also pay for services specifically for what you need to do. If you guys are gaming guys and you guys know about Unity software, you know how Unity, you build on top of Unity and then Unity has a bunch of different plugins to make your life a lot easier? That is what Quant Network does for blockchains. That is what Quant Network does for DLTs. One of the most impressive things is they actually have a smart contract component, and the smart contract component allows you to do many different things as a template, which means you don't need any code. You don't need to have a crazy technical background in order to make Quant work. And some of the things that you could do is digital assets, NFTs, tokens, etc., etc., etc. And the NFTs that they actually have very cool NFTs. It's not just JPEG NFTs. The NFTs that they can do on the Quant network are NFTs that allow you to do utilization. For example, digital IDs, digital documentation, so on and so forth. It's a really, really cool network. Quant network definitely is changing the game and doing things a lot different. So what are some of the markets that Quant network can be used in? Capital markets, compliance, supply chains, trade, finance, insurance, digital currencies, payments, and those are just to name a few. Of course, there's subcategories of everything that I just mentioned. Now that we know the price of Quant, now we know how Quant network actually works, I want to get a little bit into Quant token. So I just want to explain something to you. When you have a blockchain, automatically the native currency of the blockchain has utility because everything you need to do on the blockchain is utilized using the native currency, okay? So Algorand, the algo coin of the blockchain is native, so anything you do, you need algo coin. Binance blockchain, anything you do on Binance, you need BNB to pair up to. Ethereum, anytime you do something on Ethereum, you need ETH in order to correspond. Cardano, you need ADA, so on and so forth, etc. and etc. So that's how you have utility for the actual blockchain native currency. When you have a token play, it's very hard to get utility aspects to that actual token play because at the end of the day, the platform that you build needs to incorporate the token somehow to be used. In this second half of the video, I'm going to go into exactly how Quant token becomes scarce and how Quant token actually has utility. Because remember, most token plays, 99% are shit. Most token plays are straight scams. Most token plays will never take off because there's no actual utility for that specific token. Quant Network solves this problem big time, and I'll get into it in just a moment. Before I do get into it, I need to ask you for favor number 2 of this video. I know I'm asking for a lot. The first favor was to smile, and I hope you never stop smiling, and I hope this video is putting a smile on your face. The second favor I need to ask you is right now is Hanukkah. I am Jewish. I want to ask you guys for some Hanukkah present. I need you to absolutely decimate, discombobulate, destroy, seek, and absolutely annihilate the like button. I need you to put it in a chokehold and absolutely end it. I need 2 things to happen when you hit that like button. And if you're not doing it hard enough, it's not going to happen. I need YouTube to call me and be like, yo, Adam, your subscribers are breaking the like button. Please ask them to stop. And the second thing I need you to do, I need Graham Stephan to cry me a river because he likes people to hit the like button for him. But if we absolutely destroy, dismantle, and discombobulate it, his subscribers are not going to be able to get him the likes for the like button. So please make sure you seek and destroy the like button right now. Quant Network, Quant token. You have different license agreements when it comes to the Quant Network, which I'll get into in just a moment. Anytime somebody needs to do anything on the Quant Network, they need Quant token, QNT, in order to do that. If you don't have Quant token, then you're not going to be able to incorporate or do anything in the Quant network. Anytime you're buying a license on the Quant network, you have to pay with Quant token, amongst other things. The way it works is you pay for a license. Let's say you pay in fiat. They convert the fiat into Quant token, and they lock up the Quant token for 12 months. After the 12-month period, the Quant token is moved from the Quant lockup period to the actual Quant treasury. The reason they do this is first for utility for Quant token. They convert fiat to the Quant token, but on top of that, this increases drastically the scarcity of Quant token. Think about it. If everyone's using Quant token to buy licensing agreements, not only are they actually utilizing Quant token, but then they're locking up those Quant tokens for 12 months, which absolutely decreases the amount of Quant tokens that's in the ecosystem. This is essentially the same theory when it comes to staking. When you stake, you lock up those cryptocurrencies, those coins, those tokens, so on and so forth, which increases scarcity in the entire ecosystem. By the way, Quant token does offer various types of stakings, and central exchanges offer various types of stakings, but I won't go into that in this specific video. If you guys want to learn more, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to add to this video and happy to add to my content when it comes to Quant coverage. Now, Quant token has several different licensings. It's really crazy and super impressive how they do things. They have a developer's license, which is a basic developer's license. They have an enterprise license, which essentially is a larger scale, how many employees you have, how many systems you have, what you need to do, so on and so forth. They have a gateway operator license, which is even bigger than that. They have platform fees, and they have add-on services. Besides for that, they have something called MDApps. MDApps mean multiple chain decentralized applications. Remember how I said Quant happens to be an operating system? The Quant token on Ethereum has nothing to actually do with the Quant operating system. Technically, they could be an operating system and have no need for the Quant token. Technically, they could do everything in fiat. The reason they use Quant token for the Quant network is what gives it value. However, although they're on an ERC20 on Ethereum, does not mean that there's no interoperability. One of the dopest things about Quant network is interoperability between different chains. As long as you have the Quant network API, as long as you have this DLT application provider, you're good. And interoperability between the different smart contracts that I mentioned earlier. It's actually a freaking genius idea. A lot of people compare Quant to Cosmos and Quant to Polkadot. Although it's not the same thing, they're trying to solve the same dilemma, which I'll get into in just a moment, as well as where I think Quant is going to be moving to from Ethereum, in my personal opinion. So besides for the MDApps, which is essentially like an Apple Store or Google Play Store for blockchains for the Quant network, they also have pay-as-you-go, pay in advance, unlimited use, and use by number of users. Guys, I'm literally just scratching the surface with everything that I said about Quant. It's very important to understand everything is purely entertainment and education. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not giving you any advice. I'm just going to give you guys the knowledge. I'm just going to give you guys the data. What you guys do with it, I highly suggest you guys definitely do your own research. However, this is an absolutely good base for you guys to start learning. I believe Quant is a good alternative for Cosmos and Polkadot. Cosmos and Polkadot allow you to build blockchains simply. Like you can build a blockchain as easy as you can build a smart contract on Ethereum or Binance. That's what you can do with Cosmos and Polkadot. Polkadot is a little bit of a more tedious procedure, but more secure. Cosmos is a little less secure and a lot faster and easier to use. And then Cosmos has the ability to do the IBC, which is linking all the different Cosmos blockchains together. For example, BNB, right, is on Cosmos. Crow is on Cosmos. Luna Classic is on Cosmos. Luna 2.0 is on Cosmos. A lot of these very easy, nothing too crazy type of blockchains are on Cosmos. And Polkadot has a layer 0 spoken hub type of model, spoken relay type of model, where everything's going into this layer 0 blockchain. And then all the blockchains can interoperate through the actual layer 0 Polkadot, okay? Quant Network is not a blockchain whatsoever. Quant Network also is a SaaS, software as a service, which allows you to go and use as you need it for your specific use cases, for your specific needs. A lot of people, and they work with some crazy companies. They work with JP Morgan Chase, for example. They work with tons of privates, tons of publics, and there's a lot of people in the Quant Network. Besides actually working with Quant Network and building on Quant Network, you can actually use Quant Network Overledger in your blockchain. So let's say Algorand wants to implement Quant Network on Algorand. they can do that. So then anybody on Quant Network can have interoperability with Algorand. If Cardano wants to, you understand what I mean? It's like their choice to implement that as well. Not that it's going to be the operating system for that blockchain. There's going to be like a bridge between. So it's really, really cool. I personally think that Quant Network is going to be moving to the Hedera DAG, the Hedera Hashgraph. That's my personal opinion. There's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of rumblings, and there is a connection between Quant founders and Hedera Hashgraph, which again, I can get into this a little bit more in the future if you guys like this type of content, if you guys want me to go further in this content. Now, let me give you my general, honest, 100% thoughts. Again, not financial advice. Quant Network is super unique. They started as a little bit of a niche, and now they're expanding. They have a 100% use case for the QNT token, for the Quant token. That is the native currency of the Quant network. Just like you have a native currency coin of a blockchain, Quant network, although not a blockchain, actually has more utility than a lot of blockchains out there. Quant network is considered to be ISO 222 compatible, and all that means is ISO 222 is a language, okay? That is a language that's going to be used for monetary transfers. So if you are a bank, for example, JP Morgan, that uses Swift, that uses this ISO 222 language or need to use this language, and you build a private blockchain on the Quant network, you can utilize this language on the Quant network. That's all it means. A lot of people have it really twisted when it comes to ISO 222 compatibility. So I think Quant network definitely has a huge potential in the future. I don't know when it takes off, but the more people that actually use Quant Network, so the more people that are going to be like, yo, F building a blockchain, I rather just use Quant Network and plug into their Overledger, the bigger it's going to get. The more people are going to download multi-chain dApps, the more people are going to use outside third-party services, the more people are going to use Quant Network services. And as there's more utility, as there's more usage, Quant is going to grow. And remember, everything you need in Quant as it's growing needs to use Quant token. And that is where the scarcity comes in. And that is where the price appreciation also comes in when it comes to the Quant network and specifically the Quant token. I believe that eventually Quant is going to move to a better, faster chain, or DAG in this case, Hedera Hashgraph, so that it can have more use cases and so that it can have better speed of finality. My personal opinion. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to know more about ISO 222 compatibility, I have a really cool video where I compare XRP, Algorand, and the Hedera Hashgraph. Click on this video right here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Never forget to smile and have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Holidays.